Cybernation Uncensored.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the post-apocalyptic wasteland that is this cordyceps kingdom. Uh, Thank you very much to Cybernation Uncensored for hosting this show. This is the only place where you will find this show, The Last of Us 2D20. I'm really excited about this episode. Last episode was intense, and this one is I don't know exactly how it's going to be. I guess we're going to find out. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank all the players for being here as well. And speaking of the players, everybody just leveled up. Ding! And there we are. Da-da-da-da. And along with the introductions tonight, please make sure that you tell the audience what skill you leveled up, what perk you chose, just so that they can follow along on what's happening in the leveling up journey. All right, let's start with Vampire Bites today.
Hello, I am Vampire Bites. You can find me here every Friday night playing in the High Riders Cyberpunk Red High Riders game with a familiar Raven GMing, and here on first and third Mondays playing Grey Keeling, the smuggler, who leveled up and took the perk Focus rank 2, which extends out the sonar pings out to medium range now. And I honestly forget which skill I grabbed. I think it was either survival up to 4 or athletics up to 4, because I don't remember. It may have been unarmed 1. I don't remember.
Either way, good choice.
Yeah.
All right, Riley.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us this fine afternoon. My name is Riley Manis, and the only place you're going to find me here, right now. You might follow me and find me somewhere else, but for tonight and here only, I'll be bringing you Percy Ward. Having just leveled up, he, of course, advanced his toolcraft, as well as got a little bit more athletic after all that hard door holding he did last session.
Got
It was
some gains
good
now.
exercise, yeah. Them door holding gains.
It's all lats. Boys are wide.
I was a wimp before anchor arms.
All right, Alex, tell us about yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alex Maxwell. I am one of the promotion managers for the CNU brand. You can find me in the Discord under Maxwell. You can find me in the various socials listed hither and thither. Today, and on first and third Mondays of the month, I'll be playing Elias Carpenter. You can also find me the first Friday of every month doing Talk Nerdy to Me, and every Saturday with Team Plug and Play, I will be playing the creepy hyena man nanomancer in Cyborg. But as far as Elias goes, the man who has the good boy and the bad times has taken some focus himself. It's surprising he can still hear things with all the all the tinnitus. But speaking of, I also increased his firearms up by one, so he's got a whopping 5 tag firearm skill because he is nothing but a country bumpkin bushwhacker.
Our favorite country bumpkin bushwhacker.
Aw.
Okay, and Rainy, please.
Yes, hello. I'm Rainey. I'm here every first and third Monday playing Adam Cornell, also known as Jazz. You can find me and my friends playing on Fridays, like this Friday. We're at DMs After Dark. We play a variety of games, much like Cybernation. I'm so happy they have me here to play this awesome game. And unlike a country bumpkin, Adam is just kind of a ex-musician recovering from some issues. But when we leveled up, I did take a perk in tools like Percy has, which is, he's a mechanical kind of guy. Despite everything else about Adam, he's actually very good with fixing things and mechanics. And I increased my sneak skill because I had a 0 in it, and I feel like we should be better at that. So now I have 1 at least. It's a start.
All right. And I am Brandon Perkins, also known as DM_Brando. I am a producer at Cybernation Uncensored, and super stoked about it. It's something I've always wanted to do, and thankfully, Rob was like, "Hey, you want to do this?" And I was like, well, "Absolutely, I want to do this." Kidding me? I'm all over this. So that's a big part of how this show came to be, and I'm excited to be able to run this for all of you players and all of you audience as well. Special thanks again to Rob for letting this happen, because I look forward to this Monday so much. It is so much fun every single time. And I believe all of you guys are having fun too. So as long as we're all having fun, then we've won the game. We won the game. We're good.
We can go home. All right.
We did it.
We did it. All right, now taking off from there, let's do a bit of a recap of what happened last session. Last session, our heroes found themselves in the midst of chaos as some in cell block C of Rikers Island. On the third level of this cell block, all of the cell doors were opened, and infected flooded out of these cell doors to fill that floor. Through some very emotional moments that had happened right before, with Elias discovering someone very familiar in an infected state. Then losing is I don't know if losing is cool, but basically running off to try and find who is responsible. Move towards the guard tower, where a couple of individuals who had opened the cell doors were waiting. One of them not quite to the door, and unfortunately he had a real bad day from that point on. Second guy also getting pretty much curb stomped. So yeah, well done, team. So far, as you can see, everyone has survived, despite being surrounded by infected, and going through all of the chaos that happens when you are surrounded by infected clickers. Most of what was there was clickers. Goodness me. So they ended up escaping cell block C. Yeah, got very lucky.
I got lucky. I almost got scratched. No good.
Yeah, the dice were on your side. I cannot tell you.
So was chat. Chat was on our side that episode too.
Chat was all over it.
Your dice were on my side. My dice are rarely on my side.
Well, we'll see what happens tonight. So you guys escape from cell block C through the roof, climb down to this staircase that goes up the side of the building, and realize that there's a camera that's pointed at you. And over the loudspeakers across the entire island, you hear a very familiar voice, pretty well calling out everyone that's there. all of the people that have been hired, but then specifically focusing on you, mentioning a few things that may have piqued your anger a little bit, may have brought up some emotions, and that's where we're going to pick up for today. As Samuel Fisher speaks over the intercom system, basically calling everyone that came out to hunt him down an asshole, and then calling out the four of you, mentioning whether you're there to buy insulin or drugs, and finding, implying that it's interesting that you four are together in this scenario. And then he says, "Well, you, I don't know you. You look familiar, but no, that can't be you, 'cause that one's dead. That one's infected." Oh yeah. Yeah, I see you, Gray. Been a long time. I thought you were dead too. Should be, by all rights. Well, this island is full of fun. I expect that none of you are going to make it this far. And to the rest of you that are out there trying to hunt me down, my brother, good luck. As you can tell, this place is set up. Protect thing. Prize.
Two things, retard. That's totally an in-character response under Alex's breath.
Yeah, unfortunately, he wouldn't have heard that through.
I said, you're so fucking mad.
It's on screen, yeah.
Yeah, and you hear a click on the intercom system from there, a little bit of static, and then nothing. And the camera turns, focusing on you some more, making small shifts, almost like it's looking in between the four of you. And then it droops down, just pointing at the stairs. So, feel free to take it from here. What would you like to do?
Elias has drawn his revolver. Him and his dog are probably making the exact same noise. Just, just making sure every cylinder's loaded. Snaps the cylinder back. It sounds
And in
like it.
complete. Oh, go
But
ahead.
no,
I was
shoot.
just gonna say, in complete contrast to that, Adam is holding a teddy bear to his chest.
Sounds like we've all got a fucking bone to pick, but lucky for us, there's over 200 bones in the human body. So let's
Take your
get to
pick.
picking. Shall we?
Yeah. Where to next? Where is he going to be?
Well, in
Go
the
building by building and wait for him to find us? I mean, he's not going to come out and find us. He's going to stay secure wherever in the hell he is.
Or move if we get close. He's got eyes on us. You hear him? You notice the cameras? They followed us.
Yeah. We need to
How
make
How
sure
well-
that we are aware of cameras and avoid them from here on out.
Yeah.
He's playing a cell block shell game with us right now.
Question to our game master. How well would any of us have an inkling of Samuel Fisher's personality? If those of us who have history with him.
Yeah, I would say some of you have better history than others. Adam probably has the best relationship, or has had the closest relationship with the Fishers in the past. Um, if that helps. For
Yeah.
you, I don't want to give away anything. I'd let you reveal things to the party as feels natural. But for you, I would say it's, yeah, not a deep relationship, I would
Yeah,
say.
it's enough to have a sense of, does this man have um, a, an inflated sense of self-importance?
Over the years, he's developed a bit of a god complex.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that's something that, in the arrogance of his voice, has come across. It's one of the things that differs him from his brother. His brother is arrogant, but he doesn't have, it doesn't seem like he's got this air of invincibility about him.
Well, shitty king in a shitty castle. What would the throne room be in a place like this? Warden's office. If he's not there, I'll eat my hat.
Now we just gotta find it.
I just gotta find it. There's
Yeah, that would make sense.
There's gotta be a
Would
directory
there-
around here somewhere.
Yeah, would there have been any information on like prison layout on those computers back in the tower, or is that strictly for cell block C?
All you saw back there was information with cell block C.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay.
Well, we did just cross the roof. I imagine if anyone took a second to look, since we did kind of just go over for the sake of going over.
Yeah, on to the next one and just play it safe. Be careful.
I'm
All
slow
right.
and steady.
Anybody that would like to, feel free to roll a perception survival to get a lay of the land where you are. Keep in mind it's dark, but you can still see because the electricity is on, so there is some lighting.
I got one success.
Okay.
Success and a 20 complication.
All right.
Two
Also,
successes,
one success.
one of which is a since it's a tag skill and it's under the score, it's so 3 successes.
Excellent. Okay. So, anyone that has had one success, you can see across in front of you, and to the east, actually, sorry, to the west, you'll see a large building. It looks like another cell block, and it looks like it's not as large as the one that you just exited. The one you just exited was attached further to more building, essentially. But the one across the way looks like it's a bit smaller than what you just left, and it's not attached to any other buildings. For anyone that has 2 successes or higher, which would be you, Gray, you notice there is a string, what looks like a string of cell blocks, like four. They look almost like, from what you can see, like they're laid out like 4 X's in a row, with a long piece of building that connect those as well. So that gives you a bit of an idea of what you're looking at. And as far as the complication goes, I, I'm blanking on something off the top of my head, but if you think of something, feel free to add it. Otherwise, I'm okay to let that one go because there isn't much on the line at this very second.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine Percy's in a lot of places right now, and of all of them, it's dark, and it's not happy and rageful shakiness and everything he's been doing the last 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So that's keeping you relatively distracted. And it's one of those things that you're so upset you're not hiding it very well, I would imagine.
Not at all. It's been apparent since he even spotted him.
Yeah.
Can the complication be Adam awkwardly oversharing and or trying to comfort?
I'm okay with that. Feel free to RP that out.
Take it.
Yeah.
I know, because I do think we talked earlier. You took another perk rank in tools, and I took Adam took his first in tools. Despite he's a handy guy, and we talked about in our backstory, Percy and Adam, we've worked similar jobs. Doing fixing stuff, mechanical, whatever. So in a way, Adam feels definitely not like fatherly, but in a way responsible. You're a young guy coming up in this awful world, and he's tried in his own way to help you along in some circumstances or whatever. So he sees you kind of, you're going through a lot. And he just kind of walks up to you. He's holding a teddy bear in his hands, which is maybe a little weird. And he's like, hey, kid, I'm sorry about what happened down there. It's going to take a long time for that to really sink in and settle, but we need you. You good?
There's not really sound coming from him. There's a quiet air that is heavy with rage and profound sadness, and struggling to comprehend such a thing, because in the narrative, he's had everyone he's cared about this whole time. Mom and dad are still fine in the QZ, just living and waiting for us to come home. But Percy's just he's trying to shake his head at it. He doesn't want to think of a response. All the shells of his revolver clatter out of the ground as he's reloading it.
Yeah, we both kind of fumble down there, picking up whatever we need, to reloading for you, taking our time, taking a breath. And as a change of subject, Adam kind of holds out the teddy bear, not to give to you, because that'd be a weird gesture man to man, right? But he asks, and he says, hey, my childhood was its own kind of fucked up, but did you ever have anything like this? Like when you were a kid, did they have stuff? Like did you have a not like a teddy bear, but like like army men or action figure gift from a parent?
He nods, and of all things, he actually takes his hunting rifle off of his shoulder, and kind of holds it out for the group. It is it's an old Winchester. This was Dad's back when he was hunting. That's a thing I guess y'all did back then.
Yeah, for different reasons, but yeah.
I've been using this pretty much the whole time. Spent everything I could keeping it together. I learned on it. Joseph did too. And this is going to be the same one that puts a bullet between Fisher's eyes tonight.
I hope I get to see that, my man. And he kind of clasps his arm around you, and says, "Never let that thing go." And again, pretty much for the rest of this time, unless something crazy happens, Adam is not letting go of this stuffed animal. But we won't get into that just yet. That was mostly about trying to see if we could get Percy's head, out of its funk there.
Very good.
Lead the way.
It's good. Gray. I got the basic layout, but you get any better eyes on than I did.
You're up.
I think you're muted.
Oh no.
There's 4 more down to the south here, and then the one that we can see right there. Who knows what lies beyond those?
Standard, sweeping and clearing maneuver, I guess.
Let's take the closer one right here. Might as well start with this one here.
Yeah, low and slow. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast.
So you're heading to the cell block and to the west?
The isolated one? That's the one we're talking? Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny because that's the one I thought we started in. And so when you said to the west, I looked at the map that I have and I'm like, what?
No, I understand. It's
Yeah. But it's all good. I figured it out.
pulling out my map. Here we go. Okay. So you start heading west. Give me a group sneak check. Who's gonna lead this time?
Hey, I put a whole point in that, guys, so...
So, who's leading the group sneak check?
Definitely not Percy, as good as he is at it.
I got
Rob.
Yeah.
Probably Gray.
probably Gray. I've got Sneak 4 tag.
I've got 3 as a tag and a 9 agility, so a total of 12 base.
If you guys want to force Percy to do it, I'm 6 tag, but I don't know if he could.
I think mine's
Not me.
mine's 8 agility, so I think our mixed thing is ultimately the same. So since it'd make more sense for Gray to lead, since Gray
Yeah,
has the
absolutely.
better idea of where we're going.
I apologize in advance, but here's to hoping this one matters.
So it's 1d20 for everybody except for the leader. The leader rolls 2d20. If the leader gets 0 successes, then none of the successes count.
Can I take a -2 to just my roll? Or is
Yes,
that... Oh,
you can.
do you guys mind if I take that?
You,
Don't bother. Hold on.
technically, I
I'm
have
gonna take...
one. Technically, I have one. I could use 2 after the fact to bump the other one down. So, yes, go ahead. I'll take 2, so we're down to 9, and then you're taking 1, so we're down to 8. Okay.
Oh, actually, I was just like so disappointed because I was like, I missed it by 1, but I used the -2, so I actually got it by 1.
You've
Yeah,
just
okay.
been gifted a few more, so
Oh,
well, thank
yes,
you.
Thank you, Bronx.
thanks,
And
Brock's
Mata
matching
Mata
baby.
Who's Mata Baby? Doesn't work the same as what's Mata Baby.
Or it's,
But-
yeah. Or it's Ma da baby. But, either way. Thank you.
Every little bit helps.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely, 100%.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the party, Mata baby.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, it helped so much last session.
We would have died if not for those -2s.
Yeah, we were like, we have so many, and we used so many, so they definitely help.
All right. So what's our total number of successes here? We've got 2 from
got-
Gray,
1 from me, met the number exactly.
1 from Adam, 2 from Percy, 1 from Elias. Okay. That's what, 6?
2, 3, 2, 3. Yes.
Excellent. Okay. That is amazing. So you're all feeling very confident about the stealthiness with which you are moving. You descend that staircase, and despite it being a metal staircase, you hardly make a shuffle. You make your way along the fence line, that there a clicker had once been, but you see no sign of a clicker right now. However, in your stealth, you do pass by a couple of stalkers, which you recognize as infected that are incredibly silent in their movement, and very good at sneaking up on others. So you are being so sneaky that even they are being bypassed with relative ease. On your way to this cell block, you see some of the lights are out. You still see light coming from inside the cell block, but some of the actual lanterns and lamps outside are out, and it looks as though they've been shot out. Yeah. So how do you approach?
Awfully convenient to have those lights out.
It's
But
because
probably we'll take advantage of that convenience. Gray is hoping that it's other hunters that shot them out, and not Fisher's people as a trap.
Right.
it's because we're hunting down Samuel Fisher. That's why the lights are shot out. That's a deep Ubisoft reference for anyone who's old enough to have played those games. I was like, yeah, low and slow. Keep the corners if we can. I'd like to keep my eyes up and about, looking for more of those cameras. So if I can flag them, we can try and stay in their blind spot.
Sure. Give me a perception survival. This is going to be a difficulty of 2.
Let's see. That's not my finest. Let's see what that was. Perception. Bupkis.
All right.
Is there a way to? Well, I was gonna say aid, but never mind.
That's that. Too little after the fact. It's weird. The shadows are both helping and hindering us, apparently.
Yeah. So you don't see any, nothing obvious at least. But I'm gonna count that as you're going to continue keeping your eyes open. So I may ask you again to.
Next time, I'll ask just pull out his bifocals. Just like.
Are we making our way towards the door or anything? Yeah. Is there like a locked door or steady door?
So if you're following the fence line, which I had said you are, you guys had not specified, but you are approaching from the south end of the building. So you believe there may be a door on that side. I'll say that you logically assume there's a door on that side.
Someone cover, and I'll go check out the door.
Let's cover him.
Gray will have his bow drawn and readied.
All right. Should I sneak up to get there? Or are we still using the group sneak?
We'll continue with the group sneak. You guys did so well. Let's make the most of it.
All right. I kind of steadily, slowly, as best as I can, with my new 1 rank in sneak here, try and make my way to the door to see if there's a lock on it or if there's anything, taking a quick look before I move right for it to open or anything like that.
Okay.
Then, okay.
Sorry, no. So just continue how you're approaching this door.
Basically, I'm just prepared to, if I have to pick a lock or override any electricity they got going on a generator, I figure I might be in a decent position to be the person to do that.
Yeah, so you get to the door and it is locked. Though it doesn't look like the same kind of lock that you saw at the previous cell block. There is a keyhole there. This one seems a little bit more, I'd say maximum security, with a tri-bolt lock that goes from the wall to the door.
Oh, okay. So that's a bit bigger than I might have been ready for. I think as I'm like pulling out lock picks. Oh well. Yeah.
Yeah, so you notice that there is a keyhole. The keyhole looks old, as though it may not be connected to this current locking mechanism.
They upped their security.
Yeah, you get that impression.
And it
There is
doesn't
a
seem like something.
card reader on the wall.
Ooh, okay.
We have that card from that guy.
Do we have a card from one of the guys?
I, b- I recall
Gibraltar?
we pilfered the one guy's pockets. Did we not?
That would be a question for
We
Percy.
Gray wasn't
pilfered
there. Gray
many
was in
pockets.
hiding.
Was there a key card? If not, I can always try and pop this thing off in short circuit or something. But I have a feeling no matter how we do this, it's gonna be loud, right? To unlock that bar, right?
Likely. But it's the only way through.
For the time being, I'll sneak back and just kind of give the lowdown and say this isn't. They're not using the standard lock. This looks like max security, and they've upped even what was there. The lock is kind of old and maybe rusted. They put a bar across this thing, and there's a key card reader. So unless we have a key, I can go try and override it. But any other ideas?
I mean, we can continue to look for another entrance, but the odds are it's going to be just as well reinforced. Unless there's... Yeah, no, this is a prison. There's not going to be there's not going to be an open window we can sneak in.
All right. I guess I'll go try and pop off the key card reader and see if I can override it.
Go for it.
All right. Okay. What kind of tools do you have that you would like to employ?
So we've talked multiple times about how I kind of have like a tool belt on me.
Yeah,
At all
and
times?
I'd assume that you've got a number of your standard tools in that tool belt.
Yeah, something I could wedge underneath, kind of pop it open, some pliers to pull apart any wires I see, cutters on those kind of thing. I think the getting into it, I mean, might be tough, but the figuring it out is going to be the tough part probably.
Right. Okay, so it's a metal plate that's over top of this card reader, but it is one of those ones that juts out of the wall. Yeah. So you, I guess, take a screwdriver or a chisel or something like that.
Yeah, something that I can flathead maybe and just kind of like bang it in just enough so I can pop it out.
Okay.
Wedge it out, start picking apart anything, and hopefully not trigger any kind of alarm.
Okay. Give me an athletics roll.
Ooh, okay. Not my best. Here goes.
That's strength athletics to try and pop this off. It's going to be difficulty of 2.
I got 1 success.
All right, so you jam this screwdriver in. I'm guessing you're using a flathead screwdriver, like you were saying, and it does sink in, but it's so close to the wall that it's hard to get leverage on it, to pull on it. if you like, you can pass this challenge, but that would give action points to me.
Gang.
I mean, there was the only way forward is through. So
Yeah, I was just reading
I'm
about.
all for it.
Let's hope that they. Yeah, we'll give you one. We'll give you one, Brando.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's, who
I-
doesn't love some steaks?
I believe I still have some +2s that I haven't used yet. So we'll see how this all
Or-
comes into play.
We were followed by a tiger clicker from the zoo.
All of a
Tiger
sudden,
clicker.
elephant floater. No.
Elephant bloater returns. It followed you.
It's just swimming.
All
Okay,
right.
so part
Yeah.
1, access.
Yeah. So
Um,
you are able to pop this plate off, and it's not easy. It takes you the better part of 10-15 minutes to be able to get enough leverage and to bend the metal enough to be able to pry it away from the screws that are holding it. But with your mechanical knowledge, you're able to make the most of it.
Yeah, I'm over there kind of. It's partially Adam just in his own head, like he gets a lot, right? He's thinking and he loses track of time a lot in moments like this, but he realizes how long he's been taking, and he starts to kind of like get that itch of like, oh, like if I just had an upper, I'd be crushing this right now. You know what I mean? Like, but he sits there and finally, after going around this whole thing, getting every little bit of metal out, and then finally it pops out. Maybe he's like, okay. He looks back and realizes he's kept his friends waiting so long. He starts kind of parsing through the wires or whatever he finds back there to see if he can pop this thing out and if there's just a simple override or.
Yeah, so you pop off this front panel, and as you're pulling it away, you notice that there are some wires attached to the panel as well, which is separate from the card reader section of it. Give me either intelligence repair or intelligence science.
I will take the intelligence repair. This is finally my good skill. I have a 14 in this.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So, with a 5 tag skill. So, fingers crossed I don't royally mess this up.
Okay.
Nope. That is a 2 under 5 for the tag skill and a 14, which is dead on for a 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. With 3 successes, give yourself 1 action point.
We're capped out on,
All right.
on AP, so
Obviously, I'm not being hard enough
yours
on
back.
you.
We'll just take yours back.
yoink.
I got to make this harder for you guys. All right. Yeah, so you are able to determine that if anything was to sever these wires, an alarm would go off. And you even think that if you pull on this too hard, that alarm will probably go off.
Cue the camera, right, of just like the pouring sweat face. Okay. So in that case, that goes to, I mean, this is effectively like a power circuit to the card reader. It's, it's a tripwire for an alarm. The card reader is the thing that I kind of need to override, if anything. We decided we don't have a card, right? That's what the whole point I'm doing this. So,
Yeah,
all right.
because the key that you got for the guard tower and the other cell block was a physical key.
All right, so there's a couple ways we could do this. And I mean, I could give you guys the heads up, hit it, and light this place up like a beacon, and we go elsewhere or around or something. Like there is value in drawing everyone to where we're not. Or I'm not sure I can get us in at present, without making a lot of noise otherwise, no matter what, you know. So it might just be lighted up kind of thing, but I'll defer to you all.
So I would suggest you try to get us in, and if the alarm goes off in the process, we find somewhere else to be.
Yeah, so at least you all have the heads up to be like, if you hear it, we sprint, and we all know where we go.
Down there's to the south, there's those X-shaped cell blocks. We can try them next.
Okay. Yeah, so as long as we're all on the same page to know where to rendezvous if, you know, the S hits the F. Is that right? You know what I mean.
Shit hits the fuck? What?
When the shit hits the fuck, you know?
As my peepaw used to say.
It's
T-shirt.
Stan.
Yeah, it's the staying. Well, we don't exactly have the element of surprise, but if we can stay unfound for as long as possible until we have to go loud, and we, you know, come in like an avalanche, do what we gotta, then get the fuck out of Dodge. So
All right.
quiet's better for now.
Okay. Well, in that case, DM.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I mean, if we want to absolutely prioritize the silence, then we should probably skip this, since there's no
Go find
guarantee
the
of a
guy.
quiet entry.
Go find a key card first, kind of thing.
We could try that. We can try just maybe this isn't the building he's in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's guarded pretty well, but yeah, I mean, it's also
Yeah.
isolated, which doesn't seem like the best place to hold out, you know? From other buildings, I mean. So
Yeah.
in that case, I mean, do we just want to go to those other cell blocks, knowing if we ever needed to, we could come back here, do it the loud way? Or should I take the chance and, like, cut what I think is the power in general to this thing and hope that that also offsets the alarm? Which, from the information I got, does not seem likely.
We're in a fucking hard place.
Unless... we can head to those other ones.
It's time is of the it's. I'm doing a lot of talking. What do the rest of you guys thinking? We want to go fast, or we want to go deliberate?
Go deliberate. Let's hit the other ones and leave the anything where there's a chance we're gonna be making a lot of noise. We'll temporarily put on the back burner. Yeah.
Works for me. And yeah, I mean, Adam would apologize and say, like, sorry guys, you know.
Right.
They
No.
definitely installed some
But-
aftermarket stuff here.
That's the time that you spent was well used. We have a better understanding of their system, and we know that there's a chance we're going to make noise if we go in this way. So it was time well spent. Don't worry about it. But let's head to the next one.
So you're heading south?
Yep.
All right.
Head down to those X's that Gray saw.
There's a path that continues to the west along the fence line. Or you can cross across just grass, which is direct south to where you believe the entrance would be to those X-shaped cell blocks. It's just next to the athletic field.
Yeah.
Yo, guys, want to get a quick game in 2v2?
It's just going to be like in the dark. It's an absolute just like this, like the sideshow Bob sigh.
Gray will take a moment to do a focus too, to see if there's anything out there moving within a medium range,
All right.
or hear if anything out there is moving within a medium range.
That's really good.
Oh, yeah. Took that one straight from the video game. Couldn't have a Last of Us game without a focus ability.
That's everything. Everything goes to Gray.
So, Gray hunkers down and just enters this deep state of focus, listening to every sound, seeming to just pick up details that the rest of you can't fathom at this time. You do sense there's someone inside of the cell block that you're next to. You can't tell how many, but you do hear sounds, and in your deep focus, you feel like you can almost pick up the sound of a crackling fire. But it's one of those things where you don't know if it's you're really hearing what you're hearing.
Which direction's that one coming from?
Inside of the cell block.
Inside. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything in the open field between us and the X?
It's a very overgrown field, but you're not picking up anything between yourself that where you believe the doorway to be.
There's definitely people inside here. Maybe a fire or radio static or something. I don't think it's raining inside there, but that general kind of a sound, white noise, gray noise type. But our path is clear down to the other dorms if we're still going to go that way for now.
Just got to assume maybe they got communication, you know. Could be some kind of comms that you were hearing. But best to go on.
Let's stay low and try and stay in the grass down, like, you know, in the tick field.
Okay. So the grass muffles a lot of sound. It does make some rustling, but it is fairly lush grass, given that you're at the end of summer. It hasn't quite dried out yet. And also being where it is between the buildings and there having been a recent rainfall, it seems that it's dampening much of the sound you would normally. And this will be the last thing on that stealth roll that you guys got. So, just so you know, heads up.
Generous, thank you.
Maybe too generous. So, you get across the field and you make it to where you believe the doorway would be. You see a path, an overgrown path that leads up to the edge of this building. And you do in fact find a door there, and it looks as though it has no locks on it.
Well, I'll go for the door.
I can check it out again if we want.
Go for it.
Go for it.
All right. Is there a clear line through the relatively safe, stealthy grass to get up there and take a quick look?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll say
We're
that
all there
you've.
by you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just kind of. Let's all just kind of push up and I guess, listen at the door before we do any push or see if there's a lock or if anything seems amiss?
Sure. Perception, survival, or focus ability.
I might as well focus again.
Sure. Okay. Using your focus ability, you put your ear up to the door, and you listen very close. And
Sounds like dice.
yep,
They're gambling in there.
that's not legal, is it? In this state. So you listen at the door, and you do pick up some sound of what sounds like hushed talking. Two individuals speaking to each other, very animated. They seem very upset. And from what you gather, they're not very close to the door. You can't make out what they're saying, but you just the muffling voices. They're seems like they're a bit of a distance away from the door.
As soon as we open the door, we're gonna have company.
So, since I just took my first rank in focus, could I try and listen in to what they are saying?
I would say that with the focus that Gray just did, he wasn't able to understand what they were
Okay.
saying. That they're just too far from the door. So just, but keep in mind that you've got focus, so you can try it again in the future.
Yeah, but focus one is close range.
Yeah. So if you can hear it clearly, then I certainly will not.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah. Good to know.
If
What's
I
the
had
lighting
to make
situation look like? Oh, sorry.
If I had to make a guess, I would say that they're hunters like us.
To answer your question of the lighting situation, you see a little bit of light coming from underneath the seam of the door. There are not street lamps, but something akin to that along the pathway that leads to this door, and they are on. They haven't been shot out.
One way or another, we know they're probably not going to be friendly. So, we'll move on, or do we bushwhack them?
If they're looking at the door when it opens, there's no real element of surprise. If they're not, then there is. I could say we go for it. I mean, otherwise we're just looking for another building to try and enter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we hear, but then when we can take care of this clear and present, there's going to be a couple less people coming in and try and bite us in the ass later.
They're
Yeah.
competition or they're complicit. Either way, they're not going anywhere.
Well, if they're going somewhere, they're going straight to fucking hell.
We're gonna have to do something about them at some point. So
Let's see how quietly we can open that door and get through. It's gonna be a flood of light, but yeah, we'll do what we can do.
All right, who's opening the door?
Rochambeau, who's the
we all just we're outside just rock
This-
paper scissors. Oh,
who has,
Percy will.
who has the shotgun?
Gray has a bow and a revolver, and no
We-
longer has a smoke bomb.
Because we picked up a shotgun from one of the dudes last time. Was it Percy
Adam
that
has it
grabbed it?
now.
You don't?
oh, I got it now.
Yeah, you took it from me. Either one of you did.
Alright. I'll take it.
But
Yeah, go ahead.
Percy's
I
going to
do-
open the door.
Was it you, Elias? I feel like you put it through the door and just ripped a shotgun blast.
It's that's not in my notes.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We have one.
Yeah,
Who's holding it?
We
have
do
we have
have
one.
one, so one of you
Yeah.
can just choose to
I'll
take it.
I'll take it. I have guns 5, so I will take the shotgun. So if Percy's taking the door, I'll stack up behind him with the scatter gun.
In true Adam fashion, I was debating saying, "Oh, I can just walk in with a wrench and a teddy bear and be like, somebody calling for repairs,' and just be distracting, and then you guys just take
Just-
advantage of the momentary what?"
Going full like Borderlands Raiders. Like I am the conductor of the poop train. Bonk.
I got my clicker and my whistle. I'll just kind of walk in and. They say there are no bad ideas, but this guy's full of them.
All right. So what's the decided approach on the door?
Percy's
I
opening
think
the
we're
door.
just going full aggressive, right?
Yeah.
No. Percy will go slow and steady, trying to not give too much away of us coming in here to start.
Yeah. So
Okay.
as I'm stacked behind Percy with the shotgun. So if it does go loud, we're going 12 gauge loud.
And Gray has the bow trained behind us in case somebody tries to sneak up on us when I'm not paying attention.
Okay.
I guess I'll pull out my rifle for the first time, and you can see how awkwardly Adam's holding this thing. It's not like terrible, but it's not great.
Okay. So opening the door, roll a sneak for opening the door. Need 2 successes.
2 successes.
Okay.
All right, excellent. So you're able to get this door open. It doesn't even squeak. You immediately see there's a hallway in front of you. It seems about 30 feet down. There's doors on either side of the hallway. And at the end of this hallway, there's 2 individuals, and they are having an argument with each other, and they haven't noticed you. They're both armed with a bow and arrow and revolvers. One of them has a smoke bomb on them. The other one has a Molotov cocktail. And that's what you see immediately.
Our approach, this hallway, are we able to garner that, like, it's clear? Are we going to be stepping on things?
The hallway is clear. It's strangely clean except for the dust.
Without
these are the
saying
hunters.
anything, naturally, Percy will just keep slowly pushing forward, knowing that we have a shotgun in tow, that we need to be close enough for it to really be effective, but also to try and get the jump on these 2 to not have to fire.
Me and Gray got range if you need it, but
Yeah, and Gray's is a bow, which counts as silent if it kills on 1 hit. With 5 damage dice, it might do that, but have to be a lucky shot. And thank you, Bronx. We got another one.
Nice.
Wow, you guys are flush. Okay.
Yeah, we're up to 13, 12, 14. Like 14.
should probably start using those.
Yes.
Yeah, don't be shy. Remember, you can use them after a roll too, but they count for half as much.
Yep.
All right. So you're slowly making your way up towards these guys. They still haven't noticed you because they are so engaged in this argument. At this point, their hushed argument is now audible, so you can understand what they're saying. I
That was going to
say,
be my next question.
we're going the wrong way. The other guy shouts back, no, I'm telling you, this is it. This has got to be it. My gut, I can feel it in my gut. This is the way to go. We're going to get that pallet of ammunition. This is how we're going to get it. And they continue back and forth like this for a little bit longer. Are you guys just stopping to listen in, or are you continuing forward?
About how far off are they?
They're about 20 feet away. Very distracted.
They're in close now, right?
Yeah, you guys are within close range.
Well, if we're going to take them, we take them.
Well, we can't
Oh.
speak, sadly, to not
Yeah.
coordinate
We
out
can-
loud, but
I mean, yeah, we can all look at one another, kind of just be like, like
Elias is gonna
now.
lower the shotgun and take out his hatchet.
Percy will kind of look back at everyone since he's lead. He's gonna gesture, kind of just at his firearm. Just he's holding his revolver, and we're just, oh man, there's no good way to do this because we're playing we're playing charades.
Roll for charades.
Oh, roll for charades. Yeah, he's trying to gesture that we're just gonna push in on him. We're not gonna fire. We're just gonna push in on him and try and catch him.
Yeah, when Adam sees Elias put away the shotgun and grab a hatchet, he slings up the rifle on the back and pulls out Helga.
Okay. All right.
I mean, a bow being loud only really means that they noticed
You're
it,
good.
not that everybody else noticed it. So Gray still
Yeah,
has
you're
the
good.
bow out.
Right.
Staying
And
a little bit behind everybody else.
We're all awkwardly repositioning, trying to be as quiet as possible. Gray's just like, come on.
I won't take this shot until you're all in position, but I'm taking this shot.
Yeah. Okay. You guys are approaching stealthily. You're pushing forward, right? You're not taking a shot yet or making any actions yet. I understand it. When one of them looks over and sees you, they duck around the corner as quickly as they can. You have an option to move in to make an attack right now. You have essentially got a surprise round in. So we'll start with Ray at the top of the initiative.
I don't suppose, since the bow was already readied, I can let that shot off before he ducks around the corner?
You can let it off. So essentially, one guy would be getting around the corner, but there's one person that didn't see you fast enough.
Okay.
He's kind of leaning to make his run. Now's your chance to get a surprise round off on this guy.
I will go ahead and just for safety, and since we are currently full on AP, I'm going to grab one of those AP for a third die.
Okay.
That's a 1, so that's 2, and that's a 3, which is also, so those are 4 successes on the attack.
Wow. Okay, that works.
Wow.
That we got that AP back.
Yeah. You really just needed 2 because of the defenses on this guy.
3, 4 damage, and 5 damage. 2 special effects, but I don't think the bow has any special effects, so just 5 damage.
Okay. The arrow slams into this guy. Where does it hit? Roll a
Oh,
d20.
yes. Good. Right leg.
Okay. slams into him, causing him to spin around a little bit in his mid-run. He's definitely hurt. You can see it, and but he's still trying to make his way around the corner. Next is Percy, and then Elias on deck.
Percy's gonna push. He's gonna try and get to this fella who we kind of caught by surprise.
Mm-hmm. You've got the movement to be able to do that. You are within close range technically as far as zones go.
Yeah. So he still hasn't had a chance to make it around the corner yet. He's kind of like getting himself there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's so yeah, in this point in time, an arrow struck him. He's kind of like mid-step trying to get around the corner.
Yeah, I wanna move for him. I wanna catch up to this guy as he's caught in surprise, kind of having been ready to move quickly,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to try to grab onto him.
All right, so you're gonna try and do like sort of a grapple.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do opposed athletics strength.
Got it. I'll snag a pair of those -2s.
He's a young, strong boy. He's got this.
Rah.
Those -2s came in handy to get to a crit success and another success.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, he only got a single success. So you successfully grapple him up. And mid-grapple, you notice he's got a firefly tattoo on his neck. Yeah, okay, Elias is up. Adam on deck.
Percy attacked the one that got like Skyrim City guarded, right?
Yep.
Excellent. The other guy, I'm just going for him. Swing, Jojo, nuts. And we're gonna be attacking with my good boy in tandem. So his attack dog assists on one of my attacks. So we'd probably roll for the dog and then roll for my hatchet.
Yeah.
Cool. So I had Jojo first. Who is, let's see, your body 5. So okay, 7. Oh hell yeah, that is one success from Jojo. The dog doesn't count as having any tag skills, correct? So I rolled at his melee score.
Yeah, you know what? We'll say that he does. He can have a crit success.
He's a good boy. Okay, that's I love this dog. All right, so that's so then that would be 2 successes for Jojo, who is doing so 2 challenge dice of damage, a 1 and a 6.
Okay.
So then it's what? That's 2 damage and an effect, correct?
That's sorry. It was a 1 and a 6.
Yes.
That's 2. Yeah, 2 damage and an effect all together.
Cool. What is his? I don't know if he has an effect on his bite, but he's. I'll just, if I can like have a guy get like restrained because he's got his balls bit. And then I'll just do my hatchet attack now, see if I can land it. Okay, that is a. Mine is where is it? No, strength 6, 8. Okay, so just 1 success on my melee roll.
All right, so this guy's got thick denim over top of Kevlar,
Mm-hmm.
and you just kind of glance right off of his body armor.
Damn it.
Yeah. Fortunately, he's got high defense.
Yep.
Yeah. Now this was the guy around the corner, right?
Yes, the guy that the one guy that was not shot. Jojo is once again carrying for me in melee.
Okay. It's Adam. And then Gray on deck. So you will have finished.
Yeah, I'm last in the surprise.
Yeah.
So Percy's got one dude grappled before he could really arm himself or get really ready. It's kind of busy over there with Jojo and Elias, but I think that seeing Elias kind of slide off and just be like, keep going, Jojo, I'd walk forward and try and knock this guy up the head with Helga. Remembering the times that old lady hit me upside the head. So here goes. I'm going to use 2 of the -2s as well, just because my melee strength is not great. So here goes. Well, all right. I got 1 success. Unfortunately, the other one was too high. I got a 16, so not gonna be enough. But I did get 1 success.
Okay, you make the swing with Helga, and he dodges out of the way, despite having his nuts in a vice.
I mean,
Gosh,
I
but
understand
at
you'd
what
be
price?
flailing around.
Okay, Gray is up. Percy's on deck.
Well, without moving around, well, yeah, no, okay. Percy's got that guy grappled for now. In the 2d20 system, what are the rules for holding an action?
You have to specify the trigger in the action that you're holding.
Okay, so very similar to Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Good, because that's what I was thinking of, and I was trying to like, wait, no, that's Cyberpunk. What is this? Good. Yeah, I'm going to hold a tethered arrow for if that guy gets out of Percy's grasp.
Okay.
It's going to go into him, but I will hold that for that trigger.
All right. Excellent. Percy.
So now that I have this fella grappled, I'm grabbing him from behind, wrapping my left arm around his throat. Barrel, just the end of my revolver digs into the side of his head to kind of show him what I'm about right now. You get 1 chance to tell your buddy to stop.
Tell him to stop what? We haven't done anything.
We're not here for you damn bugs. We don't mind killing you if you have to stay in our way, though. Now tell him to stop moving.
So he's got a dog on his balls, man.
I don't think you're hearing me.
Ken, just stop moving. Just stop moving. All right. Elias. And then Adam.
So you cut out on my end. What's up?
Sorry, Elias.
Yes. I need. Oh, I need to. I have a coin. I need to flip a coin to see if Elias is keeping his goddamn cool. You know what? This. There we go. Hold on. D100. There we go. No. Of course. You know, Jojo dinner. Yeah. The guy's gonna stop moving. Didn't specify how. Oh God, Jojo, you fucking monster. Okay, that's 2 successes for Jojo.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for me really quick. And that is 2 successes for me.
All right.
So,
So
I'm gonna
that's
do.
a hit from each of you.
Okay, so I'm gonna Jojo first. 1 and 3. hatchet is 3d6. A 1 and 2 3s. So that's a total of
1 damage from Jojo, 1 damage from you.
I rolled a 1 and a 3 and a 3 on my dice, and then a 1 and a 3 on Jojo's dice. I think that's
2 damage total.
2 damage total. Yeah. That's the hatchet immediately deadly on non-monsters enemies. I assume this counts, or is that only when you attack silently?
So it's normally if you're doing a sneak attack, but he's in a position right now where you're going to be able to pretty well do what you need to do.
Cool. So once it does, Jojo just thrashes, pulls him down, and Elias just buries the hatchet, but like wedging the guy's face, like top of the pallet splits. Just... You.
All right, the grappled guy shouts out, "Ken!" And it's his turn, then Adam's turn. I messed up the order for a second there. All right. He has 1 success trying to break out of the grapple. Can you, Percy, roll another athletics, strength athletics?
You got it. 0 successes.
All right, so he breaks out of the grapple, immediately falls down to his knees, having this arrow sticking out of his thigh, essentially. Drooling, foaming at the mouth, angry, looking at his friend, reaching over to his friend. Now, I believe Gray had a held action.
Yep.
That's when the,
2 successes. Right leg again.
Robin Hood splits the arrow.
Yes. Oh,
Two,
oh.
6, 7 damage.
Oh my goodness. 7 damage. Okay. How does he die? Because this is it. This is it for him.
Yeah, Robin Hood splits the arrow, and it pierces an artery, bleeds out.
Oh yeah, it splits the arrow. The splitting of the arrow opens up the wound wider. As you said, an artery is hit and it just gouts out. He immediately turns pale and falls face down on the ground. I'm going to change up Sirenscape, as we are no longer in combat.
I was actually hoping that he was going to surrender, but my trigger was just not specific enough. Plus, with the foaming at the mouth angry, I don't think he was going to surrender, so it's okay.
All right. Now, I'm assuming you're gonna want to take their weapons or take their ammo.
Yep.
Yeah,
Go for
sadly,
anything where
that's
I
just
mean-
the world.
Okay. Give me a perception survival to search the bodies. Just one person can do that.
Well, Gray specifically wants the smoke bomb that we already noticed and arrows that anybody else doesn't need unless they take a bow as well. But who's going to search? I've got 11 base.
Go
Or tag.
Go for it.
Okay.
What is it? Perception survival?
Perception
Yeah, I only
survival.
have 9. So
Okay.
1 success, but it is a 2 success because it's a 4, which is the tag.
Excellent. So, with 2 successes, you'll find everything that's on the body. Let's figure out what's there. Roll 1d4 to see how many arrows you've got. Do you have a d4? No?
Not handy. I've got my Fallout dice.
I go. Oh,
Go for it.
Go for it.
3.
All right, so that's 3
Better
arrows.
than mine.
You got a smoke bomb. He also had roll 1d6.
I think there was a Molotov.
Yeah, these are the Fallout dice. So if somebody has a numbered D6, go for it.
Sure, I got this
6
one.
for you.
6.
Yep.
All right, he's got a little bag of sugar.
Okay.
You don't say.
Little bag of sugar. Now,
We
I'll,
give
ta-
that to Jazz,
I'll check
don't
that
we?
out. I'll check.
We give that to Jazz, don't we?
I'll check that one out.
Like,
okay.
oh, sugar, it's just pure ketamine. Just,
You go and taste it, and it is in fact sugar.
Oh, that's not as fun.
damn it.
I would just keep in mind there's some things that are crafting ingredients.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's actually very useful, but Adam got excited and then was,
Okay. Now the other guy had a revolver and a Molotov cocktail. Okay, so someone can take the Molotov cocktail and revolver ammo. Roll 1d6 revolver ammo.
I will take the Molotov to re-up the one that I spent. Just so I don't need to edit my character sheet all that much.
I would not mind the ammo unless someone else needs it.
I've got
Go
18
for it.
revolver ammo, so go for it.
I've got 14, and I don't use the revolver except as a last resort, so that's fine by me too.
same.
The actual revolver itself, we probably just hold on to just in case one breaks, or can be scavenged for parts or be sold.
Yeah, I actually do want to take a closer look at it with the newly achieved tools too to see if it's a better revolver.
Okay. Then roll your luck and guns. Luck guns.
The guns.
That's such a good combo.
I'll take 2 -2s. Why not?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a really good roll to get a.
Let's see.
We have 3 successes.
Okay, 3 successes. Then let me just take a look at this document, and I'm gonna roll to see what you got.
All right, while you're looking at that, so Gray took the smoke bomb to replace the one that he burned through already. Does anybody want the bow? Or are we just holding the bow and back for just in case as well?
Hang on.
I mean, we could check the string for you. It might be a stronger bow.
All
I
right.
get that it's mechanically better because it can be silent, but I think that given Adam's military background, he's definitely probably better with the rifle, even though mechanically it's the same,
So if nobody's going to take the bow, Gray will tuck the 3 arrows into his quiver,
All yours.
and we'll just have a extra bow for now.
I'll slot the extra bow in my bag
Okay.
just in case.
Oh,
Mark
Gray. I grabbed 2 of your arrows from like an earlier fight.
Oh,
If you would like to have those back.
thank you. Can I? Are the 2 in his leg right now recoverable? No, one's split. So
Yeah, one is split, so you can recover one.
okay.
Right. So, for the revolver, it's a fire rate increase of 1. So you have a rate of fire 1. Your revolver now.
Awesome. We'll take it.
And go ahead, just under gear, put down the plain revolver. Just have it as
Yeah.
backup, so it can be sold or scrapped for parts for upgrades. And you've got the bow, you've got the sugar. everything that we've been told so far has been accounted for and is on somebody's sheet.
Yeah, there's one other thing on this last guy. Roll 1d6.
Adam, take it.
Got a whopping 1.
1. Alcohol.
Let's
yeah.
go. Actually, yeah. So Adam would hold that out to whoever wants some.
Is,
What kind of alcohol? Very
is,
important.
is there still a label
rubbing
on
alcohol.
it? Damn it! Useless.
It's like 90% rubbing alcohol.
We're gonna save this for something else because
You Mr. Fix-Its should probably hold on to that sugar and alcohol.
And you know what's funny is Adam actually says, like, between the sugar and the alcohol, he's like, okay, I already got some ideas, and trust me, there's better ways to get messed up, guys. There's better ways, trust me.
It's alcohol. It was like, oh, alcohol, and the life's like, please tell me it's bourbon. It's like, no, it's at CVS. Fuck.
Isopropyl, my dude, isopropyl.
Okay. Did you guys want to take a 5-minute bio break, or are you good to keep going?
I could use a 5-minute bio for a hydration check.
All right, let's do 5-minute bio break. We'll be right back, everybody. Just 5 minutes. We're going to keep it short. And mics are hot.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We got it.
Woo.
I gotta start thinking about what I'm gonna brew up with this sugar.
Nope. I'm
Not at all.
Nope. Oh man. Got to find go full angry woodsman at long last. As
I gotta feel bad.
yeah, I mean it's after how the last episode ended / this one began. No, there is just perpetual red. The Kill
Yeah,
Bill
it's true.
sirens are on.
Yeah. I mean, when you consider the fact that this is just a bunch of people here trying to arm up for whatever they believe in kind of thing, and we're all here for different reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone came here knowing what the game was, so.
It's that is the cost of doing business. Sometimes that is getting Robin Hooded in the artery and your head split like a log. And
Yeesh.
dogs on your nuts.
Yeah, the few people we have killed so far have really had bad last few moments. Whoo. The first person we just like grant like just a lucky rifle shot is gonna be like, man, I lucked out.
Oh, Brando, how much was that revolver ammo amount? I'll do that.
You rolled 6, I rolled 1.
Oh, that one was for the alcohol, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you rolled a 6 on the other d6.
Oh, that was for the sugar.
Gotcha.
I'll do that now. Oh, another 6. That's nice. That's very
What's
nice.
it like to have good dice? I'm over here rolling, just go like, please, please.
Hey man, I got a complication on my first roll of the night. All right, this is
true.
this is my come up, and it's on loot. It's not even on. I didn't even do damage that fight. I just grabbed a guy.
In a way, that could be an interesting. I mean, that could have been an interesting moment for.
Yeah, that's why Gray held the shot, because I thought we were going to try and take one hostage and question them. But oh well.
Oh, Elias wanted blood. I fuck with it.
Yeah, it's the thing. It's like, yeah, it's like, oh hey, just like, stop moving. It's just, I can make him stop moving. Oh boy. Yeah. Dinner. as the. He's been. I made him to be like something that you would hear whistling in the in the Appalachians, and people just go, "No, stay away from those woods." Yep.
Sure thing.
All right, there you stand, two dead men at your feet. You can see around this corner now, and there's a short set of steps that go down, and this is about another 30 feet, and there's a doorway at the end of these steps. And again, on your way down the hallway to get to this point, you pass by a number of doors.
Every range band, I think Gray would stop to take a quick focus, but also looking for cameras. Because if
Yeah,
there
let's
aren't
not
any
forget
cameras
that.
in here, the noise from that little combat and them arguing before it, if there's anybody here, they're going to be waiting for us and ready, or come to get us. So let's keep our focus up and eyes peeled.
All right. So, using your focus ability, you currently don't sense anything nearby. Standing over this body, there's nothing within close range. You listen out to more medium range, and you hear something. You can't make out what it is, but you imagine it's something alive. And it is ahead of you on this path in the direction that the guy was running.
All right.
So down those steps and past that door, essentially.
Well, let's get up to the door and take another listen.
Okay, and as far as cameras go, you do see one camera posted above the door, focused down the hallway, up this short series of steps. Maybe it's about like 10 steps, and down the hallway, this camera is focused.
So something that I keep forgetting is JoJo has keen senses, which reduce if we're listening for creatures or objects, that reduces the perception roll difficulty by 1
Excellent.
to a minimum of 0. Something I always forget.
Okay, that's good to keep in mind. So that'll work for perception survival rolls made by yourself or anybody that JoJo is perceiving with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So which direction are you going? Are you going to check out some of the doors that you pass by? Are you going to go forward towards this doorway with the camera above it?
Do we think we are currently in camera sight or out of camera sight?
You're in camera sight.
So pointing out the camera and also very whisper, there's something alive on the other side of that door, I think. Or nearly, not necessarily right on the other side, but that direction. Haven't heard anything else moving.
And that door is in the direction that the camera's facing?
The camera's above the door, if I understood.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shooting
okay.
the hallway leading up to the door.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So essentially,
so if we turned back and went to the other rooms, we'd still be on camera.
So the camera has view of this hallway up to the corner. When you guys turn the corner, you enter the camera's sight.
Damn it.
So if you went back, you wouldn't be in view of the camera anymore.
I mean,
How high up is
something
this camera?
alive
It's just above the doorway, so like 8 feet.
Should we be smashing these as we go by?
And the feed goes
Adam?
dark.
Adam just kind of walks up with the teddy bear and holds it up in front of the camera, and then just pulls it down and smashes it with his wrench.
One way of going about it.
He already knows we're all here. Now he just doesn't know how long we're exactly here.
Take another focus at the door threshold.
Okay, focusing at the door threshold. You hear some screaming on the other side of the door. Infected screams. Like runners.
Oops.
Let's not go that way, guys.
We can go check those other doors for a bit. Just give him some time. Just,
Relax.
I'm going to agree. I'm going to agree with the guy that said we're going the wrong way. Not the guy who said I've got an intuition and was going to come down this hallway to the screaming
yeah.
runners.
That guy's. I think we figured out how that guy's luck really pans out.
Yeah.
Speaking of luck, as we're here as a group and searching and seeing as we've passed like 3 buildings and we're trying to figure something out, I would like to spend a luck point to see about maybe we can get a new piece of information here that could get us on the right track again.
Okay, absolutely. So, one of the doorways that you passed by when you came down to this corner had windows. It was a pair of double doors with windows, and you could see another hallway. And from what you could tell from the outside, this is leading towards those X-shaped cell blocks.
I'll point that out to Gray in reference to our map, just trying to not doing too much. Percy's still clearly kind of shaking the whole him not really trying to hurt anyone just there as well, but he'll kind of gesture at it and ask, is this it, Gray?
Okay. So that I understand, not the double doors that had the camera over it, but another set that we passed.
Another set that you had passed on the way.
Yeah, let's go back to those. Then we can go down the X's. Good. Head down the center hall and check out the cell blocks with the X's.
Okay.
Yeah, that tracks.
All right. So, there's another hallway on the other side of these doors. It's about 40 feet long. And there's one door to the left on this hallway. The hallway makes an abrupt turn to the right at the very end of that 40 feet. Okay, so you're viewing this hallway at the start of the 40 feet. What would you like to do? Do you want to check out that room on the left-hand side? And you continue down the hallway?
I don't suppose that one has windows we can just peek through.
The door has no window on.
Let's give a listen. Let's give a focus at the door threshold.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely clear it. Don't want anything sneaking up behind us.
You do a focus on the door, and it's absolute dead silence on the other side.
Nothing moving.
Double check. Just open up, take a look.
Sure.
Adam will slowly. Well, we have people watching either side of the hallway.
Yep, I'll be posting up and watching our 6, I suppose.
Right. Door's not locked. It opens easily, and it's a janitorial closet.
My kind of place.
That takes me back.
Search for supplies.
Yeah, Definitely. There might still be something in here, especially if they're maintaining certain electricity and, you know.
One success on perception survival.
Okay, 1 success. Roll 1d4.
I need to dig out some of my real dice.
I got you, bud. I got you.
Right.
Here goes.
You roll this one. I'll dig out a real die.
I got a 3.
3. You find 15 parts for for working on weaponry.
If you don't mind, Gray, I'll just start putting that in. There they are. There they all are.
There you go. There's some dice.
I'll put those parts in my around my backpack and stuff like that. Just kind of, I'll be jingling around.
Okay. Excellent. So, and that's everything that you find of interest in here. Otherwise, there's a mop bucket, old cleaning solutions that have since settled and separated into different layers of color.
I wouldn't try drinking those, Adam.
Yeah, I wouldn't even try making the weird things I've tried to make in the past with those.
Okay. But that's everything in this janitorial closet.
All right, at least we know nothing's going to be sneaking up. So let's keep going down and get somebody to take a look down that right-hand turn.
Okay. So you keep going down, and you approach this right-hand turn. I assume you're using focus as you go, so you check around this corner. It's more silence. As you turn the corner, you see there's a door near the end of the hallway on the left-hand side. At the very end of the hallway, there's another door, and adjacent from the door that's on the left-hand side, there's a hallway opening. So so you're looking down the hallway. Here, there's a door on the left-hand side, and another hallway on the right-hand side, just opposite that, and a door at the end of the hallway. And above the door at the end of the hallway is another camera, and also a TV screen that's showing just static.
Big brother bullshit.
Oh, that might have been where they were watching the camera, or where nobody was watching it. Let's poke the doors and listen at the doors as we go through. If it's dead silence, we crack them open and give a look-see, and hear down the hallway as well.
Jojo
Sounds good.
Jojo will give an assist with your focus. Right.
Focus doesn't use a roll.
Oh, doesn't it? Okay.
So yeah, Jojo's assistance would be for whoever does a visual look-see.
Okay.
All right, so you go up to the door on the left, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, go clockwise.
But I'm currently assuming that we're going to continue forward, but we're investigating things we pass as we pass them.
Okay, that's what I figured you were probably doing. So now you're standing in front of the door on the left. Directly across from that door is another hallway with 2 doors on the left-hand side, and the hallway dead end. So the door that you're listening at, it's dead quiet again. But there's no lights on the inside. It's absolute dark. There's no light coming from underneath the door. Who's opening the door? If you're opening the door.
Oh, Percy's right there. He'll open the door.
Okay.
Get him,
Percy
youngin.
opens the door, and sparkling, well, not sparkling, but these motes particles start to flow out into the hallway.
Shut the door.
Okay. You close the door, more motes just puff out and swirl in the air.
Now hold my breath.
Okay. Yes. You're holding it. It's a
Hold the the particle mask up.
okay. All right. Particle mask is up. I'm guessing everybody does that, or
Yeah, but I think
That's
it's
great.
Yup.
like probably in a world like this, you see someone go like shit and put the mask like, oh no. Fucking social communal mass pucker occurs as the masks all go on.
Okay. Yep. Masks are on. Now what do you do?
I don't think we need to reopen the door and investigate personally. Do you guys want to go investigate that area?
But
Let's go check out the hallway and the two doors that are down at the end of the hallway.
yeah, let's go look
Yep.
at the other one.
Okay.
Did that look? Yeah, never mind. No, we're good.
So the first door has a lock on it and a window on the front, and you can see the inside. It's very brightly lit, and the walls are padded.
It looks like my room back home.
Sorry, what?
Dark humor. Never mind.
Oh.
Might have also been the player leaking through a little bit.
Right.
Otherwise empty. From what we can tell.
Otherwise empty.
Okay.
All right.
The other door.
Okay, the other door is also another padded cell, but there's blood all over the wall opposite from the door, and on the ground is a recent kill. Looks like probably not an infected.
How are they killed? Can we see?
It's hard to tell. There's a lot of blood on the head. So without going right up close, you won't know for sure.
Probably already looted, but if not, hey, more loot. We didn't have to do the killing this time.
Free stuff.
Let's open the door and. So this guy was Pop inside the room, considering the blood splatter. But yeah, what's he got on him? Let's see.
All right.
Two.
Door's locked.
Oh, okay.
But it is a keyhole lock.
Oh, somebody got that.
Hey.
Let's try that key that we found in the other. Go ahead.
And if not, I might have a good enough lockpick. I don't know.
I might as well. So I have lockpick stuff.
Okay, so you try the key. The key does not work on this door.
All right. I can try to get the door.
Yeah, mine's not great. I have 9, but a tag skill of 3. So
Yeah, I've got 10 tag skill of 3. So
My
Go get 'em.
lockpicking involves MacGyvering the lock with this, or not using like the shell and like hammer since he doesn't use gun. Go for it.
is one success enough?
One success will be enough.
Yeah. Because I only need one -2 to get the 11 down to a 10. But if I don't need to use the -2, I won't.
All right. So, click. The lock goes. You're able to open this padded cell door. Immediately, the scent of iron hits your nose from the blood, because there's so much of it. It's all around the body and spattered against the wall. It looks like, as you get a closer look, this individual was killed with a baseball bat.
Fun.
All right, so we
And
gotta watch out for somebody with a baseball bat.
whoever it was kept swinging even when the guy stopped moving.
Someone's got a temper.
As you look over the body, you see that, yes, he has been picked clean of anything of value.
Is there anything notable, like we think he might work for Fisher, or the body might be another hunter? Can we tell? Is there anything notable that might give away a clue about that?
You check around on the body, you don't see any identifying marks or patches or anything like that that might show who he was with. But what's left of the face reminds you a little bit of one of the security guys that you saw back at Conrad Fisher's hotel.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Face looks kind of familiar, but I don't know.
Teams are dropping like flies.
It's all right. We're still here, and we're still hale and hearty, right?
Nothing else.
Are
matters.
we? I mean, we've been at this for a day. I can't imagine we got much left in the tank.
This rage makes for a hell of an anesthetic.
I mean, I wish I had the better stuff, but I think we're doing all right.
Let's go back to that center door and... Oh, wait, yeah, we already... Yeah, never mind. Back to that center door, southward bound into where I think the X's start.
Okay.
So the room beneath where I smashed the camera. That one?
No, that one had the runners on the other side.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, this is a new hallway to due south where the X's should be. Downstairs with the camera was over to the east, if I'm remembering right.
Yeah, just thereabouts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, we're kind of entering into a bit of a dungeon crawly area, so it's, a lot of theater of the mind, a little bit easy to get turned around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fitting. We're in a prison and it's dark.
Yeah. We're not gonna exactly know which way's up, unless we...
There ain't no mini map. Yeah.
Who's got the chalk? Mark all these walls.
So, you head back down this hallway, back to the main hall, where you found the door with the spores. To your right is the door that you have not opened yet. It's the one at the end of this main hallway.
Right.
It's got that camera over it and that television screen that was all static. However, now it's not static. Now it's got the image of a young lady, a young woman in a chair with Samuel Fisher holding a gun to her head.
Okay, that's not okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the camera we want to find.
Only we had a net runner.
Wrong game.
I'm
Hell's a
jacking
net
in.
runner.
I'm jacking in, boys. Let's all right.
All right. There's a lich and a couple of hellhounds.
Oh no. Okay.
I only have armor loaded.
All right.
So
So,
that TV just turned on.
Yeah, the TV turned on. Samuel's looking dead into the camera. This young lady, she's as upset as she was in the video that you saw back at Conrad's. She's very strong and determined now. Seems like before she had just seen her brother and her mother killed. She's very emotional, but now she's just pissed off. She's got this gun to her head. She's tired of it. But you can see, where, she had been crying recently, streaks in the dirt in her face. But she's had enough of all of this. You can tell. Whatever strength she has in her is coming back.
Does she seem to be in a rougher, aside from presumably puffy eyes, like I said, the streaks through the grime? She seemed to be in rougher shape than she was in the video memo we received.
No, it doesn't look like she's been hurt in any way.
Okay.
More emotional stuff from what she's witnessed and endured since she's been here.
Mm-hmm.
This is where Samuel speaks up, says, "Now all of you are failing miserably right now. You're taking your time to get to me. If only you knew where I was. By the way, this here, my niece," says with quotes, "is not actually my niece, believe it or not. She doesn't really call my brother father, does she? I mean, she grew up calling him that, but he's not her daddy. No. But her daddy's around. I saw you with that teddy bear." And that's where we'll end today's session.
Oh my god. Yeah. All right. I'm on Elias's side now. We're burning this place down.
All right. Well, he's a real jerk, that Samuel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here, I'm just gonna turn off the Sirenscape. Thanks also to Sirenscape for being awesome, letting us use your service for this stream. It is amazing to get to do that because it's such an awesome tool to work with. Thank you so much to the audience for being here and watching. Thanks to Cybernation Uncensored for hosting this show, and thank you to these wonderful players for bringing the game, as you always do. It's a pleasure to get to run this for you. You definitely keep me on my toes, and I'm here for it. So what can I say?
And this was once again, chat came through in droves. You guys are our lucky muses, keeping us from being clicker bait. So thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah. There's been some awesome chat interactions here. Feel free on YouTube as well to leave your comments and let us know what you're thinking of the show as you watch it. We can't accept -2s on YouTube, unfortunately, but if you ever get a chance to join us here on the first or third Monday night of the month on twitch.tv/Cybernation Uncensored, then you are welcome to join us, and we would love to see you. And with that, I think we'll have to call that the session, call that the game. I hope you all have an amazing night or day wherever you are. With that, goodbye.